I'm in red form, in a red state, such a red case on a red song. In a shared space with my shareholders, cause we share a bond. Spiritual healthcare, that's real self-care, you won't care for.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats.
Any artist that's talking garbage and try to curse us, y'all follow a wave and do whatever's current. I follow his ways, I know my turn is coming.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy BigPatssportsTalk. And yes, today was the deadline for the day for Mr. Saquon Barkley to sign an extension with the New York Giants. And breaking news, he has not came to a long-term extension with the Giants. Him and Joe Shane and the New York Giants organization could not come to a number in agreement to keep Saquon Barkley here long-term. And it's a little disappointing. But in the back of my mind, I already knew that they weren't going to be able to come to a deal, because I do believe that he wants a lot more guaranteed money than the Giants are willing to give the running back position. And let's not act like the league is not willing to give running backs that much guaranteed money. As you can see, Tony Pollard, what he's been doing for the Dallas Cowboys, did not get a new deal. Josh Jacobs for the Raiders did not get a new deal. The running back position, it is what it is, man. It's just not held in high regard anymore as it was in the days of when Ty Gurley and Ezekiel Elliott and Le'Veon Bell got their money. Times have changed, and that's the position that the league is basically telling you that that's the position that we're going to take the money from to give to other positions, such as the quarterback, the receiver, the defensive lineman, the offensive lineman. They're the ones that's going to get that money, not the running back position. So, my take on it is, man, listen, it's a business. Unfortunately for Saquon Barkley, it is a business. It's not just about how much they love you or how much loyalty they have to you. It's a business. Now, if you want to go through the whole story, you can't say that the organization has disrespected Saquon Barkley, because he was the first player they came to actually give money. He, at the bye week, did not have to prove to the organization anymore that they wanted him. They wanted to keep him. He didn't have to prove anything else anymore. They came to him after the bye week and offered him $12 million a year. That's what was reported, and he denied it. After he said that he did not want to reset the market for running backs, and he wanted to be a Giant for life. Now, he came out his own mouth and said that. Nobody forced Saquon Barkley to say that he didn't want to reset the running back market. Nobody forced him to do that. And nobody forced him to say he wanted to be a New York Giant for life. So, with that being said, they took him on that offered him $12 million. He refused. They played through the season. Daniel Jones had to continue to play to see if they wanted to keep him here. He had to continue to play. And they went on and won a playoff game in Minnesota due to the tandem of Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. Now, when it gets to the offseason, it was going to be tag one and sign the other. So Daniel Jones was the one that came out and signed. And now Saquon Barkley was the one that got tagged, with future talks coming available. Now, the running back market crashes. Like, it absolutely crashes. If you didn't get the franchise tag at that $10.1 million, the highest running back that got paid was at $6.25 million a year, and that was the guy from the Eagles, Miles Sanders, who actually went to Penn State as well, was Saquon Barkley's backup at Penn State, signed for 6 years, $25 million. So, 4 years, $25 million. So, the highest running back who had similar stats to Saquon Barkley was only able to garner a contract of $6.25 million average with only $13 million guaranteed. Think about that. The average of $6.25 million with only $13 million guaranteed. That's what he got on the open market, who had similar stats to Saquon Barkley. Now, let's go by what was reported that was offered to Saquon Barkley, which was $13 million per, $19.5 million guaranteed over 3 or 4 years. The guaranteed money is more than what Miles Sanders got, significantly more, and the average per year is double what Miles Sanders got with that contract offer. With that contract offer, he got more money guaranteed, significantly more, and double the amount per year on average in that contract. Now remember, they had similar stats. But that's disrespectful to Saquon Barkley. They offer him pretty much double what the top running back got on the open market. That's disrespectful. In a market that running backs has crashed, he still was offered $13 million with about $20 million guaranteed. That's what was offered. That's what was reported that was offered. If that is true, which many sources have reported it to be true, how was that disrespectful to Saquon Barkley? How? And I could hear the fans, oh, they paid Daniel Jones. Oh, they paid Daniel Jones. The hell does Daniel Jones have to do with Saquon Barkley? Answer that. You think the Chargers would rather have Austin Eckler or Justin Herbert? You tell me. You tell me which position is harder to get, a quarterback or a running back? You tell me which one is harder. But I can hear it now. Oh, Joe Shane's a snake. Joe Shane should be ashamed of himself. Oh, this organization is dumb. Oh, this organization is this. And you're going to turn on Joe Shane and Dabo like they didn't do nothing for this team last year. All because Saquon Barkley didn't accept a very lucrative contract for a running back. He just plays the wrong position. You said you guys asked for a GM that knows what he's doing. You asked for a GM that knows how to take care of players and knows how to pick players and knows what he's doing with the money. But when you then turn around and bash the man when he makes a sound decision on a position that has lost value. I don't care who the running back is right now. Unless that man's name is Walter Payton or Jim Brown or Barry Sanders, surefire Hall of Famer, damn right I'm not finna cave in to what his demands are. You guys seem to forget that down the stretch last season, he disappeared a little bit. It was on DJ. And this is not the bad Saquon Barkley. I love the dude. Want the dude to be on the team. Be sad if he's gone. But I'm happy my GM and my coach knows how to regulate players. They know how to cut deals for players. They know how to make incentive-based contracts to players to make them earn their money. But all I see is on these Twitter spaces, oh, Daniel Jones, he ain't did nothing without Saquon Barkley. Well, look up what Saquon Barkley did with the offense when Daniel Jones got hurt. And then you keep that same energy for Saquon Barkley. And that's just a fact. Look it up what Saquon Barkley played last year when Daniel Jones got hurt. Because based on what people say, everything that Daniel Jones does is because Barkley was on the field. Okay, so if that's true, why we couldn't get past the 50-yard line when Barkley was playing and Daniel Jones got hurt? Why are we doing 2 quarterback sneaks if we got Barkley in the backfield? You guys got to watch what you say and what you do, because you got to put that same energy towards the person you trying to hype up. And if you put that same energy towards Saquon Barkley when Daniel Jones get hurt, what did he do? We couldn't get past the 50-yard line and got blew out in every single game Daniel Jones didn't play. Look it up. Every single game that Daniel Jones didn't play, we got blew out and barely could make it past the 50-yard line. Got garbage time touchdowns. And I do mean garbage time. So you're going to have to put that same energy towards Saquon Barkley that you're going to put towards Daniel Jones, because Saquon Barkley couldn't get his contract. So, yeah, let's go in and bash Daniel Jones. That's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to turn on Joe Shane, you're going to turn on Brian Daboll, and you're going to bash Daniel Jones because Saquon Barkley didn't want to sign a lucrative contract for a running back. After he came out and said that he did not want to reset the running back market, and he wanted to be a Giant for life. He was willing to do whatever it takes to keep him and Daniel Jones together. That came out of his own mouth. Nobody forced him to say that. So we gonna see how these Giants fans are gonna turn on Joe Shane, how these Giants fans are gonna turn on Brian Daboll, how they gonna turn back the tides on Daniel Jones, how they gonna bash him like crazy now because Daniel Jones buckled down and signed his contract, but Barkley seen that he couldn't buckle down and sign the contract that was offered to him, even though it's about double of what the market was really worth. That's how much they respected them, and that's how much they loved that guy. Remember, they offered him money first, before Daniel Jones, before Dexter Lawrence. Remember that. But hey, this has been New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. I know I'm going to get bashed for this video. It really don't matter. Just telling truth and just telling facts. All you people that's going to turn on Joe Shane, is going to turn on Brian Daboll, is going to turn on Daniel Jones because your favorite player, Mr. Saquon Barkley, who's one of my favorite players too, didn't get a contract signed. So you're going to act like they didn't offer the man anything and they just lowballed him. Okay. It's all good. Shout out to my GM for being smart and hopefully they could come to agreement after this season. He's going to play on the franchise tag. Hopefully he balls out, and hopefully we don't have a choice but to give him 16 to 17 million next year. Or guess what? We're going to go through the same thing again next year. It just is what it is. It's just business, nothing personal. And he just plays the wrong position at the wrong time. When you look at the franchise tag for each position, it has went up, except for the running back position. It has actually gone down. The franchise tag has gone down for running backs. That's how bad the running back market is gone. You got to recognize that this is a business. But to the people that are disappointed, to the people that will be disappointed in this video, I don't know what to tell you, but business is business. So, to the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace.